Hi, I'm Will. I'm a life coach here at Cedardale Communications. I work with clients on achieving and setting personal goals in terms of their work life as well as their romantic relationships and really achieving well-rounded, high-value lifestyle. What we're going to talk about today is where have all the good men gone? It's something we often hear, and being a man these days is much more than being able to grow and groom the perfect beard, to be able to maintain a man bun, or to be able to throw a hot dog over the Rocky Mountains. Now, a man is much more complex than this, and throughout time, a man is often defined by his life purpose and pursuing that life purpose. When we think about people that we've admired throughout life, people we've seen as role models, people that we really respect because people gravitate towards them and they get things done. Now, this is something that most of us men should always be working towards and chasing. Once we achieve these goals, there are always more goals to achieve. We are achievers. We like to get things done. And we need to show the rest of the world that we're a rock and we've got our own personal brand, which are a set of values and behaviors. We are conditioned by the world around us. So the way we've been brought up, what we've observed in school. When we're young, we're sponges. When we're kids especially. So we look at our parents, we look at adults, and these become our first examples. Schools in my generation and generations to come are less and less challenging for young minds. We don't want to be putting them down, and more than anything, we like to show them that there's always a right answer. So there really isn't a challenge, there really isn't a wall you hit. And then you wonder, like, okay, I lost this time. What do I have to do to win? What do I have to do to innovate? How do I surpass challenges? And this is something men have always looked at. Challenge is just a speed hump. It's not something to stop you on your tracks. So aside from that, we notice more and more these days men being much more subdued, more complacent, and really being conformists to the world around them. In workplaces and in relationships, men don't speak up, maybe out of a fear that they'll be accused of toxic masculinity, or being in a situation where you're mansplaining. Now, of course, this kind of labeling exists for a valid reason, but it is quite overused and often to the detriment of the development of a man and his opinion, as well as the value of the dialogue between male and female energies. Now, in the past, of course, men always steamrolled over other men, as well as women becoming irrelevant. However, women have earned their place in the workplace, and we have to also step up and be partners and understand and listen, but never shy away from or giving the disservice of not sharing your opinion. Now, a large number of men these days settle. They're unable to really fulfill themselves in a career. You may have managers that don't stand up for their staff, or when they're confronted by a female superior, they will do as they're told because they don't want to rock the boat and they want to ensure that they still get a stable paycheck. But this, in the long run, often erodes how you feel about yourself, the role of what you do in your partnership at home, and as well as who you're seen as a professional. When you have no spine, it's hard to command respect of a team. And it's important to be able to stand up for those who work around you. So what I always propose is, are you really working on your life purpose, and do you know what it is? Have you spent any time thinking about what you want to do? Oftentimes when you're a kid, You're in school, you have your buddies, and you're all talking about, oh, one day I'll become a doctor, one day I'll become a soldier, one day I'll become a lawyer, something like that. Maybe you look up to what your parents did, or your grandfather, or someone in your family that you say, I could do that, or I can do it even better. When you live your life purpose, people start gravitating to you. People start looking at you and admiring you as someone who gets things done, someone who's got direction. I'm not sure if you've ever heard the expression a lot of people use is, this person really has their life together. And that's something we can all achieve. Men and women, but most importantly, men, gives us a sense of satisfaction, a sense of accomplishment and belonging, and really making a place for yourself in your life. You should never be a passenger in your life. Unfortunately, a lot of people these days are looking for the easy way out. They like to ride the coattails of a good idea, or get someone really to do what they need to do for them. And although this is practical, this is not living your life purpose. This will not reflect in the way you do things in your life. And on top of that, when you challenge yourself, you learn new things. You become a more well-rounded person. You're a person who looks beyond just your main interests. Now, there are only so many people in the world you can talk about the Super Bowl, or about how good you are at the banjo, or any other hobby you have. Now, these are very important for your own self-development, for your own peace. But in terms of being able to be a member of society, so to speak, be someone that people will look up to and admire, you need to be able to be a well-rounded person who can just pick up any conversation. You never know in your life who you're going to meet. And these can be opportunities to create strong bonds with people that will walk with you in your life. As well as it'll attract higher value women. Women that will look at you and go like, damn, this guy really knows where he's going and I want to come with. Women are not looking for a provider. Women are not looking for the person who will give them everything and stay at home and just pop out children. This idea is something that women can do on their own. They don't need a man anymore for those things. And what they want is that someone at home that will provide them stability. Someone that will be there to tell them when they ask for your opinion, you're going to give it. You're not going to tell them what they want to hear. A lot of times, even our friends do this disservice to us. They tell us, oh no, they protect you. They don't want you to take the risks that you may fall and you may get hurt. However, we don't learn when we don't take these risks, and our lives are ours to live. So really, there is a way to pick yourself up as a man who unfortunately maybe doesn't command respect, or you're just not satisfied with what you're getting out of life. Maybe your partner doesn't look at you the same way that they once did when you first met and you wooed her. You took her out and you showed her a new world or a new way of seeing things. Now, when you start a new relationship, it's almost the same as when you start a job that you're really excited to be there. Mondays are a thing, you know. Waking up and looking forward to being either in your team leading a project, that's possible. And really, it is connecting with what you're doing. And if you're not doing that now, how are you going to get there? In my services as a coach, I help you recalibrate your life. I help you find, really get in touch with your purpose. I'm the kind of person who will always tell you what you have to hear and guide you towards the path that you need to be on. It's nothing very spiritual, and sometimes we all need to take that pause. We need to step back and say, what is it that I could be doing better? And where was I last year at this point in time? in 2020, we've had that opportunity on a number of occasions with life really, really being changed and some of us being uprooted from that comfort that we had. And it's an opportunity. Unfortunately, there are a number of negatives, and these negatives will challenge us. They'll be our teachers, and we need to push forward. We need to come together and ourselves and say, are we doing enough for our partnership? Are we doing enough for ourselves? And are we doing enough for our family? Maybe you're looking at starting a family. Maybe you're looking at trying to date now when you have to keep a social distance. And it's an opportunity. So if there's anything that you'd like us to answer, if you do have any questions, feel free to let us know at info@Cedardale Communications. And also, if you'd like to book a free consultation with me, feel free to either email us there or go to our website under the section Contact Us at www.cedardalecommunications.com. It usually takes us 24 to 48 hours to respond to any inquiries, so if you haven't gotten anything from us, feel free to look at your junk mail. There may be something there. And of course, please do follow us. We do try to update and provide new conversations on different topics on a weekly basis. And these may be of interest to you, and if they are, please feel free to drop us a like. That would really help. And if anything else, welcome to the conversation, and look forward to chatting with you again. Have a great day.